Hey everyone, this is the Insane Game Freak here. This is going to be kind of an impromptu video because I was literally in the shower and about to go to sleep. And I went, oh shit, this makes a lot of fucking sense. Let me put this out before the fucking direct comes out. And it's funny because with all the damn rumors, I know somebody has had already talked about it, but if they haven't, this is where I'm going to talk about it. The direct is happening on September 1st, 2016, which ironically is today right now, but it doesn't happen for like another 10 hours, I don't believe. At least for Eastern Standard Time, like another 10 hours. A lot of people think they're just trying to get the 3DS stuff out of the way so they can focus on the NX stuff later on this month where people think the reveal is going to happen, myself included. I think they're going to reveal the NX this month. But here's the fucking thing about the 3DS Direct that I didn't realize until I was in the shower like 10 minutes ago, and I'm slowly surprised no one has realized. The 3DS Direct isn't to get it out of the way before the NX stuff. The 3DS Direct is setting up the NX event. And let me think about it. And let me explain this for those who may not understand. What were some of the first rumors we kept hearing about the NX? That it uses cartridges, and that it's a hybrid console, which means it's supposed to be a replacement for the 3DS and the Wii U. Maybe the Wii U now and the 3DS later, but the point is it's supposed to replace both. Well, why wouldn't we know it couldn't be backwards compatible with the Wii U because it uses cartridges? What's stopping it from being backwards compatible with the 3DS though? And think about it. And considering there's been rumors that the 3DS will be supported, and my whole thought process was, well, how would they transition from the 3DS to the NX, considering everything else? That was kind of the thought process I was going through. I was like, well, how would you transition from the 3DS to the NX when the 3DS has a fuck ton of shit on the library? Well, why not be backwards compatible with the more successful console or handheld in this situation? So think about it. You put out a direct tomorrow, or today technically, for all this 3DS gaming stuff that's coming within like the next 3 months and probably even into 2017. And then you announce the NX and mention that, oh yeah, by the way, it's backwards compatible with the 3DS. That means every game that will be announced tomorrow in the entire 3DS library is now an NX game library, and with better fucking controls, because as much as I enjoy my 3DS, let's be realistic here, I'd rather be playing on Wii U or Pro Controller controls than fucking 3DS controls. 3DS is fine for a handheld, but realistically, I want some fucking like legit analog sticks and not like one circle pad and a fucking nub. So it'll automatically have a leg up on the 3DS just for better controls. And these are new games. This ain't gonna be no fucking... They'll automatically have games primarily just through 3DS backwards compatibility. And because it's a... And now granted, this is basing on the logic that... And basing on the theory that it's going to be a hybrid console and that it uses cartridges. But that seems to be the most confirmed rumor out since it's been out since the inception, since the real major talks about the NX. It seems to be pretty consistent throughout everyone who's really mentioned rumors, is that cartridges and hybrid console. And then we have all these various patents and shit with detachable controllers and shit. It makes it sound a lot of sense. And Pokemon Sun and Moon comes out in fucking November. And then 4 months later, the NX comes out. Which is supposedly maybe a pseudo-portable console. Well, who the fuck is going to sit there and think about it? Because we got games like... I know we got games like next year, like Ever Oasis that's coming out. And there's pretty much been like a rumor saying that the 3DS will be supported until 2018. That's a good way to get people to buy into your console. To buy into the NX. Because now they're like, well, and granted it's going to kill the 3DS sales. But realistically, I think they had to... If you're making a hybrid console, you have to expect that the 3DS was going to suffer for it. I think it's because they learned through the beginning of the 3DS life cycle that handhelds are already losing popularity anyway. So it makes a lot of sense to do this now, and they should have done it before, but to do it now that they have the chance to migrate everybody into one ecosystem on one device that happens to have multiple uses. So you tomorrow they come out with a fuck ton of games. There's a decent amount of shit we still have to deal with. I mean, we have I think we have Ace Attorney coming out, and then we have, in terms of next year game, I think we have the Layton game, the female Layton game, like, I think, is it daughter Layton? I think it's like Professor Layton's daughter. You have that Ever Oasis game. You have probably Dragon Quest 8, because I don't see that coming out anytime soon, considering we're just now hearing more information on Dragon Quest 7's 3DS remake. There will be games for next year. And what's one of the best things you can do is build up hype for the NX by building hype up for the 3DS. Because then all you literally have to do in the conference is after you finish talking about NX, literally, and then in the conference you go, oh, by the way, it's backwards compatible with the 3DS. So yeah, Pokemon Sun and Moon, you can now play that on the NX. Oh, any of the Metroid Prime Federation Force, you can play it with better fucking controllers and probably better online. You know, almost every game that you could argue suffered because it was on the 3DS could get a reinvigoration in life. And now that they've made a fuck ton of their games on the 3DS cheap as hell, you now make more sales from the 3DS games that came out like years ago. That would also explain why Animal Crossing got a random update, like a random Splatoon related update. Because those games are all about to get a second life as soon as that fucking NX drops. Because people who didn't buy those games because they don't play on handhelds, now why the fuck not? And granted, obviously people will say because Breath of the Wild, that's why the fuck not. But think about it. The 3DS will automatically make a brand new, and see, they could have done this with the Wii U, but realistically, doing this with the 3DS is a lot better, especially considering people have been saying this generation that the 3DS has gotten better iterations of some of people's favorite games. So make those games playable on the fucking NX. And granted, the graphics may not be god tier quality, but who the fuck is going to turn out a game with better controls? Just saying. And then look, in the NX, according to a lot of these patents and rumors, will have about the same, have almost every feature except for the 3D for most of this, for most of the features other than the 3D that the 3DS has. So it's not like the porting would be hard. The graphic quality may look worse because it's on a higher quality screen, but realistically you can just up-res it. So man, this is just a really quick thought video, but that's just something that just clicked in my mind. I was like, wait a minute, that's totally what they're fucking doing. And granted, obviously this is based on rumors, but since every rumor is true for the NX, I said, why the fuck not throw this out here as a discussion topic? The 3DS Direct sets up the NX Direct because of backwards compatibility and because of all the great games that are coming out and still coming out, even if the NX, in terms of its own, like, special releases have dry months. You got a whole bunch of fucking 3DS games to rely on, and it automatically gives people a reason to buy into that console, primarily because maybe you just don't want to fucking use, maybe because you want new tech, better controls, and oh look, you can now play the entire 3DS library on a fucking TV screen. Son, I'm fucking genius. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below, guys. Life's a game, play to win, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.